Hey folks, welcome back. Happy Friday. Hope your week was all right. We are in the monastery. We slotted the Dark One sign in on the door on the outside, and we're here to snoop around. Last time we learned quite a lot, actually, about Mordavia and the history of the area. Let me just consult my notes here. Piotr, if that's how you pronounce that. He was a paladin in the past, and he helped fight off the Dark Ones, which was some kind of cult, or cult of the Dark One, maybe something like that. Maybe they worshipped the Dark One. And we're not supposed to really know about this necessarily, but, well, I don't know where that sign is, but we know that that's the Dark One sign, so things are starting to slot together in terms of this mystery, right? We also learned that Irana seemed to have sacrificed herself to save the valley, and that's how that staff actually got embedded in the rock at the front of the town. So lots of mysteries, right? And this place is kind of creepy, so let's start looking around and see what we can see.
The once fine curtains now look moth-eaten and bone dry. Now they are no more than a fire hazard.
Oh, I didn't even realize these were curtains. Let's get the general one though.
This is a no longer used monastery. The furnishings are in poor condition, and the carpet and drapes are faded and threadbare. The symbols of the Dark One make this an uncomfortable place to be.
You know, I guess we just know. Like, John is just acting like we know that this is the Dark One. I don't know who that is. Did I say Dark One? It's Dark One. That's how you pronounce it. Look at these, though. These look very similar, these signs up here, to what we saw in the archway in front of the cave.
This carving depicts a cavernous, hungry-looking mouth.
Okay, mouth.
Here, two bones have been crossed, as on a pirate flag. This relief depicts a single, huge drop of blood.
Okay, so I wrote down the signs from the arch at the cave, and I have here blood, which is this middle one, bones, right here, and then the mouth might be breath. Oh no, this is actually mouth. There is a dedicated mouth one.
This relief shows a storm cloud, evidently representing the concept of breath.
Okay, so we have breath there as well.
This is a bas-relief image of a heart. If you look out of the corners of your eyes, you can almost see it pulse. This place is making you see all sorts of things, actually.
Okay, so that is only 5 that I can see of the symbols. So the ones that we're missing are actually essence, senses, and then the actual Dark One sign. So
the bas-relief depicts a scarab beetle, sacred to the Shapirians as the keeper of the sun, mostly due to certain unsavory habits having to do with dung.
I'm actually reading Pyramids by Terry Pratchett, and in that, the myth of the dung beetle rolling the sun is an ancient Egyptian belief, actually. That shouldn't be a Shapirian belief, that should actually be a Tarna belief, because Tarna is more based on Egyptian mythology, I feel. Anyway, interesting. What else can we see?
This is a new...
We already heard that.
That's one of the windows you could see from the street. The chandeliers once provided light in this dark, somber room. Now they are crusted over with something you'd rather not investigate closely. They are now quite useless.
Surely not blood. That'd be a really difficult place to get blood on. It's probably just rust. Look at these guys.
This terrifying relief depicts some sort of gargoyle or demon head. No matter where you move, you would swear that it's watching you. This
Same one over there.
This carving shows a scorpion ready to sting.
Okay.
Now that alcove looks as though it was put there to hold something very important.
An alcove.
This is a...
Right.
That's...
Okay, let's try and use the hand icon on some of these things.
That's the front door of the monastery. If the Dark One sign is still safely in place outside, you might even be able to go through it alive. The reliefs are important only for their symbolism. There's nothing you can do with them.
Okay, that probably applies to every one of these things on the walls, but let's just try. Yeah, I don't think so. But we could maybe... Oh, that's not what I clicked on.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react.
Hectopus. That's what it's called. This thing. Hectopus. He's mad we're going in. Yeah, it's fine, Igor. We're trained professionals. So you can just...
You push the dark...
You can just calm down. Alright, sorry about that. What a fun little detour. So, don't click the hand icon on these. Let's see if we can... Wait. Alright, I think he's gonna try and go out the door again.
It doesn't button.
Oh, okay.
This is a...
Alright, let's take a look at some other things. The rug?
There's an old threadbare rug on the floor. Like the curtains, it looks more like a fire hazard than an amenity at this point.
Take it. Take this enormous
Nothing
rug.
under the old rug but dust and spiders, neither of which you need.
Okay. What's this display case? Like it's a museum or something.
This is a fairly attractive, in a Baroque way, display cabinet with a glass door.
And what's this brown thing?
This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a Domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving.
Baby troll, hermit, and dervish. Those are all references to things we've seen. Troll? Have we actually fought a troll? Sure. We fought a ogre. I don't think we fought a troll in the end, but I think there are trolls in the first game. And hermit, Harry the Hermit, or Harry the Hermit from the first game, and then the dervish is from the second game. So kind of like a shriveled, wizened old man. Whatever a Domovoi is. I'm gonna write that down next to where I have my little bestiary that I'm maintaining of the creatures that we've heard about that exist in Mordavia.
This is a fairly...
Okay, so can we actually open this cabinet?
You strike a mighty hammer blow
Oh.
at the glass case. It just sort of looks at you through its glass eye. You need to either build up your strength or try another approach.
So I'm not strong enough to actually just break through the glass right now. I've got 286 strength, but we do have a way of actually increasing strength at the Adventurers Guild. We can use the stair stepper.
You strike a mighty hammer blow.
Yeah, but so that is not working. And I don't think we have anything else unless we just use our sword, I guess.
That didn't do it. That didn't.
Why can't we use our weapon? That would make sense, wouldn't it?
That didn't.
Just use your tools. Don't use your hands. Well, if the sword and the shield didn't work, maybe we can just throw rocks at it?
This is not a good place to practice.
Alright, man. Fine. Can we take this little guy with us?
Budget. If you want to do anything with the sculpture, you'll have to do it here.
Okay. So, I think in the description,
This amazing...
totally dried out is what it said. It's just like, it's like a shrunken head or something like that. Just dried up here. So those are two little mysteries that I'm just gonna write down here. One of them is kind of straightforward, right? We're just not strong enough to get through the case. So, Monastery, break glass. Somehow we were able to break the glass in the guild, though. And then there's also some kind of dried out Domovoi, whatever that is. So these are two things to come back to when we have what we need.
The long wooden table attests to a time when this room was used to double as a communal dining room for the monks.
Okay, so they ate in here together. Anything in the table?
It doesn't.
No, it's not a desk. I thought this might be another ewer, but it wasn't.
There's an old...
And it's not registering this bench, so I think that might be it. What's going on over here? Let's take a look.
This is a... The fireplace looks as though it hasn't been used in years. There are no logs on the log holders, nor is there any sign of ashes or other debris.
What are these?
This is an antique brass log holder. There doesn't seem to be anything special about this one.
About this one? Maybe the second one, though. Well, obviously we need to look at this first, though.
It's a six-tentacled, octopus-like creature. I guess you'd call it a hexapod. Unless you like cats, then you might call it a hexapod.
Can we talk to this thing?
It doesn't say no. It doesn't.
No, it's not responding. Okay. I'm just gonna say this again here because it looks very, threatening. We actually haven't been killed by anything, even by that hectopus outside yet, but can't take any chances, right?
There are some small scratches on the stone underneath this brass log.
Okay. Interesting. So, oh.
You can't get this log holder to move at all. It's solidly set into the base of the fireplace.
Should we back off?
That's funny. The strange six-tentacled creature is moving. It looked like another wall decoration at first.
Let's just leave. So he left of his own accord. So
it doesn't.
Can we just throw rocks at it? Oh, didn't like that.
You've managed to damage the hexapod slightly.
Just throw rocks at it until it dies. Wait, throw the dagger at it. I thought you said this wasn't a good place to practice throwing, John, but you'll let me throw rocks at this? I'm gonna get rid of this dagger. Well, maybe we'll get rid of the rocks first. Boom. Hell yeah. We're just gonna kill it with rocks. It's a throwback to Quest for Glory 3. I don't know how... Seems pretty tanky. Oh.
There's no reason to do that. The hexapod is...
Ah, shit. I missed something there. I want that text. I want it. I want it, John. Okay. I want to see what it says. Like, it clearly is evil, right? I'm not going to lose points for this. What?
After you bombard the poor creature for a bit, it dies. Poor
Hector.
Hector.
Why is it called Hector? Oh, I actually lost honor for that. Did I? I think I did. And I didn't get points. Okay, so there's probably... Okay, I think there's some non-violent way to do this. Yeah, alright. We can't do that, guys. Like, I'm sorry. Saves coming only allowed when... Oh, shit.
That's funny.
Move away. Okay, cool. So this... We need to deal with this. There's something going on with this log holder, but this thing is guarding it. Okay?
Fireplace.
So we will figure out another way to do something with it. Maybe we can just feed it. Use garlic on it.
Hector the hexapod.
Oh.
Gorges itself in the dark. Hector looks much less hungry and perhaps a little less dangerous.
I didn't think that would work. Okay, so maybe now we can do something. Let's try this one. Okay, yes. I really shouldn't be saves coming, but...
There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare. This is a dangerous place. You probably knew that. Handle with care. An incredible sensation of evil emanates from over by the book. That seems like an excellent thing to avoid.
Well, we're gonna read it first. Okay, cool. Yeah, just on that, like, I didn't actually realize you could throw rocks at that thing. So that's cool as another solution if you couldn't figure out the garlic, I guess. He likes garlic, which is interesting. Because garlic is meant to ward off evil in Mordavia, but I guess in this case it actually wants it. Okay, cool. This is a secret room underneath the monastery, the cellar. Monastery cellar. And I think our detect evil went off when we came down here, so it's saying that this book is a problem. Let's look around first.
The walls of this creepy place glisten with liquid, as if they were oozing with the blood of ancient sacrifices. It's cold down here, as if all your body warmth was being leached away from you.
Not a nice place.
You see the stairs back up to the monastery.
Mm-hmm. Something's dripping here.
The huge barrel is labeled Cask of Amontillado. This must be the fabled spirit that provided most of the income and fame of the monastic order here. It is rumored to provide strange and mystical visions to those who taste freely of its contents.
Oh, okay. So we could get high. Cask of Amontillado. A reference to the Edgar Allan Poe story. I think that's what it's called. Here's another face.
These bizarre creatures are only stone carvings, you hope.
Should we try this? Let's try this. What even is this on the... It looks like it's just dripping into a puddle, maybe? Can we just drink out of the barrel? I guess we can.
The huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up, Conrad. And then... That was pretty dumb. Beautiful. Oh, shit. Awesome.
Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One Rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet.
Oh.
A scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets.
What? Okay.
You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it.
Okay, that's pretty important, guys. I think. Now, just save this again over this. It's no longer dripping. I don't think we can...
That didn't do anything.
Yeah, we can't have any more. Wow. Well, what a vision. So, what do we have here? We have a blood ritual. This scroll contains a single bright drop of blood at the top. The rest is written in characters that seem to shimmer and shift so that you can't focus on them. Okay, so now we're starting to put together some of the pieces, right? This is one of the rituals that Piotr said he needed to go take care of at the end of the log entry in the Adventurers Guild. So, and it's the ritual of blood, right? And we know there's rituals, so there's multiple of these. So if we have the ritual of blood, that means there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more, I think? Maybe? This is kind of... I'm gonna double check this, but there were only 5 in the monastery itself, right? There was... Now, we can check when we go back. Because I'm wondering if some of the symbols are actually not things that we need. Because the reason I'm saying this is because my guess is that there are 6 rituals, because the hexapod has 6 legs. So there's this symbolism of the number 6. Now, I'm not sure about that. There could be more than 6 rituals, I guess, but there's at least 5 more of these that we need to find, corresponding to some of those symbols. Okay, so interesting. I don't know what we'll do with that. We just kind of stumbled on this one. We have no idea where the other ones could be.
The dark confines of the recessed alcove hinted unimaginable horrors.
Well, reach in.
It doesn't budge.
Oh, come on. Nothing. Alright. Torches.
Definitely looks like a torture sconce.
Because it is. Burn your hands.
It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't budge.
You've seen some pretty ridiculous things in your time, and that's certainly one.
Yeah, what is it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like a person with with octopus legs. We can't do anything with it, right? Can you touch it?
It's a really silly looking statue and clearly of no value. It's also much too heavy to carry around with you.
It looks like a genie with octopus legs to me, with like I don't know, a spade behind it from like a playing card. All right, what's this? Vuzla or Uzlav or Ozlavo. We don't really know where this starts, right? But there's a 6 again, right?
Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters.
Okay, if there's a notch for the A, then it's actually a vuzel. I'll write that down. How much you want to bet that that's the name of the Dark One? What a name. It's actually pretty funny. A vuzel. It sounds like an old car horn. He probably gains power by us saying his name, so don't say it out loud. Let's obviously read this book, the thing that was the source of all of the evil down here. Can we...
There is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks like stretched human skin, with letters and markings written in dried blood. The letters spell out Necrophilicon. What could that mean? Oh, that's it. Something like the Silmarillion for of the love of death. There's something very, very wrong and dangerous about this book.
So what does Necronomicon mean? Let's just look that up, because I feel like that's what it's referencing, right? Necrophilicon. Necro for death, necromancer, right? Necrotic. And philo, like philosopher. So I think it's Greek. But what does Necronomicon mean? Book of the Dead. Yeah, these are all it's all Lovecraftian, right? All of this stuff. Read the book, obviously.
The huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You would almost swear you saw it move. The title says Necrophilicon. Haven't you heard about this book before?
Boom. Alright. Well, that's that. Case and book closed. Maybe you should have judged this book by the cover. Anyway, the judgment seems to have gone against you. In fact, they threw the book at you. This is it? This is the only symbol? That's what they picked? Should have shown the book. Alright, so don't read the book.
These bizarre creatures, a number of barrels stacked and strewn about show that this room was used for storage, as well as unspeakable acts.
Unspeakable acts?
There's nothing you need in the barrels.
Like drinking? Or sex? What does unspeakable acts mean?
A number of barrels stacked and strewn about show that this room was used for storage, as well as
unspeakable. There's just so many barrels around the room. They were up to no good.
It's spotted with dark and ominous stains. The roll-top desk is spotted with dark and ominous.
Yeah. Crack her open.
The desk is naturally locked.
Locked? Okay. Well, we could wait for a key, or we could just keep forcing things open as we've been doing.
It's a small barrel, perhaps once used for brandy.
Brandy?
Someone has discarded an empty wine bottle here.
Let's take those. Oh, we can?
You mustn't bottle things up. Let your feelings free. Anyway, you don't need the bottle.
Okay.
The barrel is now empty.
So many barrels to pick up. Alright, well, let's try to force this open. I don't really know how, except I'm going to try my sword again.
That didn't do anything useful.
Okay, so I guess I do need a key.
That didn't...
Right? I'm really surprised I can't use my sword to force things open.
This is not a good place to practice.
Yes, it is. Come on.
This is...
It already worked, right? Well, I guess it didn't, since it made me lose honor. Okay, well, I guess we'll come back here. I don't think we can do anything else down here. The book just kills us.
The huge book of the...
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to just click on the name. But I will write this down, I guess. So there's like a locked desk. Okay. So there's a few things to come back to down here. But I think for now, we'll be on our way. Let's just check the time. So the day is actually nearly ending again. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go back to the private residence. See if anyone is home. My guess is that it's just Nikolai's home. But let's just go confirm that.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the...
Good. We've already seen that. Alright. Well, cool. Let's see. Let's see if we can get in here.
This doorway leads to a private residence.
Hello?
No one responds to your knock. The occupants are either absent or asleep.
Then I think that's that. I don't think we need to go... The only reason that we might want to go to Dr. Cranium is that there was something that he mentioned. The fluid, or hydration solution. And this is a bit of a stretch. It probably would have taken me a lot longer to figure this out if I were doing this from scratch, but the shriveled thing in the monastery, it said it was dried out. And so Dr. Cranium mentioned that he was working on something to... Let me go this way? To rehydrate things. So we could go ask him already, hey, how do I make that? And maybe that's a good use of time. But I think I would rather explore. I'm a little scared to actually do that. Because there's not a lot of time left in the day, but we're going to do it anyway. We're gonna go to the graveyard. We'll come back to Dr. Cranium another time. Heading out. Exploring. So let's go. Great. It's not a Quest for Glory game unless you hear that little tune as you first venture out of a town. Okay, so they said the graveyard was to the east. Let's go. Let's go see if we can get there. I don't know how far to the east. Can we even go this way? These are rocks, impassable rocks.
Grey rocks litter the ground everywhere.
Yeah. So we can't go that way. Let's go south. We have been this way before, actually. Okay.
You're in the northern part of the forest. Past the hills to the north, you can just make out a town slightly to the west, and a cemetery to the northeast from here.
Okay, cemetery to the northeast. I was just looking at where the Irana's garden is southeast, so we don't want to be caught out after dark.
Pine trees grow in profusion. You are in the northern part of the forest. To the north, you can see the crypts of the cemetery.
Because if we get caught out at night, we actually have to go find Irana's garden. Maybe that's fun. Maybe that is what Conrad would do. You just lose track of time. Because, like, it's about to be nighttime. Let's pick up some more rocks just in case. I feel like next episode is going to be a little creepy. We're going to go to the cemetery and realize, oh shit, the sun is sinking. Ah.
The majestic mountains in the background provide a beautiful contrast to the grim gravestones and crypts of the cemetery.
Oh, okay.
You don't notice anything special there? You don't... Someone important must have been buried here. The crest says Borgov. The occasional lightning flashes are probably just a special effect.
Borgov, guys, that's the name of the royal family. The Boyars. So, I think the Borgovs were... They used to live in the castle, or they still live in the castle? Something like that. We don't really know.
The gnarly old trunk of this tree looks climbable for one skilled in such pursuits.
Well, we are now, actually. So maybe we can climb this. I don't really know why we would, but...
Scraggly moss hangs over the graveyard. 2 spare coffins await their customers here. Apparently Igor has finally managed to get ahead of business. A fresh grave has recently been opened here. This soil has been recently removed from the open grave. Soon it will be back in place, covering another unfortunate soul.
There's graveyards in so many Sierra games. Quest for Glory. Well, actually, I think this is the only cemetery. This is the only graveyard. Oh.
The inscription on this headstone reads, Michael Med bumped his head in another man's bed. Now he's dead. Rest in peace.
Shouldn't that be Mikhail? Mikhail? That was a little weird. Something struck that, and it bled.
The gravestone is cold to the touch. The epitaph is, of course, engraved.
Kind of weird. Okay. Yeah, there's graveyards in King's Quest 4. King's Quest 7. I want to say there's more than that. Maybe that's it. Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. That's a good one. This actually kind of reminds me of that because of the moss.
You don't know.
All right, let's read these.
This gravestone is marked, no effort could Elissa save. She passed into a watery grave. Her body was lost, only her memory remains.
Okay.
Here lies Janos, faithful forever to his lost true love, laid beside her empty grave.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there were a couple. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have to do something with that grave since it's bleeding.
A penny shaved is a penny earned, or so they say.
What? Didn't get that one.
It's filled with this season's earnings.
No. Come on.
The legend on this crypt reads, Tomb of Ligeia.
Ligeia.
An inscription on the door says, House of Ligeia Poe. May she rest forever.
Edgar Allan Poe. Maybe some relation. Not sure.
A heavy stone door seals off the Borgov family crypt. A relief carving on the door shows the crest of the House of Borgov.
Okay. I don't think we can get into these crypts necessarily. Oh, we can. Oh, shit.
Great Scott, that rotting corpse sure gave you a fright. Fortunately, it was just a dead body, not some sort of horrible undead creature. Those only come out at night.
That's really funny. Wow. What was it? Just like perched against the door? Alright, well, cool. Like a little pop-up book.
This headstone reads, On a dare, Pasha Sperry spent the night in the cemetery. Something gave him such a fright that now he sleeps here every night. Here lies the spirit of Barney Blue. To his lover was untrue. So she knew just what to do. Fixed herself some Barney stew.
John's loving these voices, isn't he?
Here lies the body of Carrie Nation, who answered a vampire's invitation. Now there's cause for lamentation. It was a fatal recreation.
I want something funny on my grave as well.
Arkan Tenna walked at night. Arkan saw his final sight. Now the question seems to be, what in the world did Tenna see?
Wow. Okay, so nothing really going on here. And can we go in this crypt? Okay, there actually is stuff to do here.
You examine the door closely. It's massive and well made. A large lock secures the door. Above the door is an intricate crest with the single word, Borgov, above it.
Okay.
It is deathly silent beyond the door.
That's good and normal.
The door is securely locked and feels very solid.
I doubt we're going to be able to force the door, but let's try it.
You apply your shoulder to the crypt door with a mighty heave. It won't budge. That's one heavy door.
Alright, so we probably need a key for this one as well, just like the display cabinet in the monastery. That might be all we can do.
You don't need a coffin yet. Igor will surely have one for you when it's your turn to be buried.
We could try climbing this tree, I suppose. We're not going to jump.
No hurry. They'll put you in one of those in good time.
Okay, yeah. Let's try climbing the tree with our new skills. Yeah.
This climbing business isn't quite as simple as that book made out. You'll have to keep practicing.
But what about our rope and grapnel? Why are we climbing?
Not a good.
It's not a good place to practice throwing again.
This climbing business is.
Why is he moving so fast? Why did it move the speed up? That's a bit weird, right? It was roughly there. If that's too slow, then okay. We're gonna go back to town because surely it's getting dark, right? And we'll explore the rest of the forest another time. Here, is that maybe like there? Oh, that's too fast. That doesn't look realistic. No, I don't like that. That's too fast, man. Yeah. A little better. Fine. Okay. Well, hopefully they haven't closed the gates, right? Okay, that is actually my time, so it's working out perfectly. Let's see if we can get in here. This what is going on with that? I'm pretty sure that isn't anything, that bird flying around, but game makes me think that it is. Yeah, let's go in here before it's literally, I think we just missed it actually. You can see the light is like starting to fade. Okay, I'm just gonna go into the inn. He's already shut up his window.
The Burgermeister's window is securely shuttered against the night.
Let's go in. Let's turn in early. We probably should be exploring like at night, but we're not doing that.
You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes...
Yeah, we know this already. Let's see who's here. Might just be the same people as before. Yeah, it's just these guys again. Alright, how are you? I am just gonna actually go through this. Should I go through this whole thing? We'll leave it here, okay? And I'll do the rest next time. It's an interesting day. End of day 2. We actually learned a lot. So I think next time we will go looking for the castle. We'll obviously spend the night here. We'll chat with these guys. But I think we're going to head straight out of the town, get an early start, and just get the lay of the land tomorrow. There's a lot of landmarks that we were told about. There's the castle, there's a lake southwest of town, there's Arana's garden, and I think that's it. So we need to find those 3 places and just kind of see how big this area is before we go any deeper into Mordavia. But yeah, that's it, I think, for today. So thanks for watching, folks, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.